There's no words on it.
He loves betraying people. He gets off on it. He's committed to Satan.
Fight it, and we'll do it live.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. If you're a new listener, just type in Pentagon tested gay bomb on Iraq. They didn't consider using it. They've used it on our troops.
And welcome to your Lone Ride Home. I am your host, Michael Lone. Over there across from me is the one and only Cornelius Jebediah Hennessy.
That's me.
That's you. We are coming to you from the beautiful Summit County.
The Purple Summit
The
County.
Deep Purple.
The Deep
Summit
Purple.
County in Akron, Ohio, right here at the WMBU studios. We are part of the Radio Free Entertainment Network. We're here to give you 2 hours of side-splitting, nonstop laughter. If you're watching on Facebook, go ahead and give us a like and a follow.
And a share.
And a share. And not that share. Share the stream.
Yeah.
We don't want you to give us, we don't want a bunch of packages arriving at the studio with a bunch of shares.
Yeah. He doesn't believe in life after love.
No. Do you believe like love? Nothing inside myself.
It has to be one of the first auto-tune songs, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
Yeah. What was the other one? If I could turn back time,
if I could find a way,
I'd make you dream about the don't you'd stay. Yeah.
So not that share.
Not that share.
But go ahead and hit that share button.
Yeah, hit the share
next
button.
to the live stream.
This should be a picture of share on the share button. I think that'd be great. Like for her birthday, Facebook should do that. When she turns like 102 this year or next year.
She's done touring, right?
I think so. I think she has a Vegas residency now, or she had one. I don't know if she still has it. If you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, tell us how amazingly handsome we are in this HD video. So do all that if you're watching somewhere else. If you're listening on WMBU.com, go to Facebook.com/ Lone Ride Home Radio and like the page.
MBU.org.
MBU.org. That's what I said.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't correct me when I don't need corrected, Corey.
Your behavior is
out of control.
It's abysmal.
If you're watching on Twitter or Periscope or Twitch or any of those things, any of the other many platforms we are broadcasting on, go give us a like on Facebook, Daily Motion, all that. Give us a like on Facebook. Give us a follow on Facebook. Tell us how much you love us. How much you want to just love us. I was randomly searching Wikipedia last night, and I was looking up a show that I used to watch back in like the early 2000s, maybe the mid 2000s, called Celebrity Fit Club.
I think I kind of was it like Biggest Loser kind of?
Yeah, it was kind of like that, but it was with celebrities.
Yeah.
Hence the name Celebrity
Fit Club.
Fit Club. One of the people that was on one of the seasons, and I forgot all about this. I remember the Snapple lady was on there, Wendy. Dustin Diamond was on like twice for some reason. Because, he's just a big fat blob. Who else did they have notable? Chastity Bono. We just talked about Cher.
Yeah.
Or Chaz Bono now. He was Chastity back then. He was on it. Gary Busey.
Oh, the one and only.
The one and only. That's actually where I got introduced to Gary Busey and all his craziness. Was right there. And then he was on The Apprentice. And
he got a roast, right?
I don't know if he did or not.
He might not have been. It was one of the original roasts that they did on Comedy Central.
I think he was at someone's roast.
Yeah, it was.
But he wasn't the roast.
He did a show. He's another like kind of crazy guy. Dennis Leary. I think it was. That's what it was. It was the Dennis Leary roast, I think.
Roseanne Barr had a roast on there too at one time. I don't think I've ever seen it though. That's where I first discovered Lisa Lampanelli with those Comedy Central roasts.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She was hilarious. I feel so naked without a hat. Just keep looking at it.
It's odd.
Yeah, it's so weird not having a hat on. It's not what I'm used to. Not how my life was supposed to turn out.
Yeah. You without a hat on, me without a heart on. It's just
not a what on?
Hard on.
Oh, okay.
That's another word for boner.
Oh, okay.
Another 2 words, actually.
Well, I was thinking you said heart on.
No.
And I was like, why would you have your heart on? I mean, you should have it in you.
It's on my sleeve. I wear my heart on my sleeve.
But let's take a look at these long list of notable A-list celebrities that have been on this show.
Celebrity Fit Club.
Ralphie May. The first season had Ralphie May.
Okay. Well, did he ever get in shape?
He lost 27 pounds over the course of the show.
It's like 0.25% of his body weight.
It was 5.6%.
5.6. Wow.
Yeah. Joseph R. Ganoski. I don't know who he is.
No idea.
He played Vito Spatafor on The Sopranos. He lost 32 pounds, which was 10.6% of his body weight. Kim Coles, who is a comedian and actress known for living single. Wendy, the Snapple lady, she lost an astounding 28 pounds, which was 11% of her body weight. Daniel Baldwin, Mia Tyler, who is Steven Tyler's daughter. Biz Markie.
Okay.
You know what he's famous for.
You
say he's just a friend. But baby, please, I got what you need. Yeah, he was on there.
You got to be careful with the copyright strikes.
I know.
We can't afford a lot more.
He lost 40 pounds, 11.6% of his body weight.
He was 400 plus.
Yeah. And then they had the judge from the divorce court, Maybelline Ephraim. I don't know who she is. The second season had Jackie Harry from Sister Sister. Phil Margera, who is the father of Bam Margera.
Yeah, Phil.
He lost 41 pounds, 11.6% of his body weight.
They need to reinstate that and get Bam on there because he is.
He got fat?
Yeah. He's starting to look like his dad, more and more every day.
He broke Biz Markie's record for total weight loss and won the season. Gary Busey, Takara Jones, Willie Ames, Victoria Jackson, who's a comedian, not a member of the Jackson family.
No.
And Wendy the Snapple lady returned for the second season. And then we also had Janie Lane, who was the front man of Warren. You know the Warren. She's my cherry pie. Sweet die. He is from Akron, I found out.
Really?
As I was going through this last night, I clicked. I was like, who is this guy? Because I don't remember seeing him on there. Then I was like, oh, I remember seeing him on there. And then I saw he was born February 1st, 1964 in Akron, Ohio.
That's pretty awesome.
He was raised in Brimfield, which my mom lives at. He grew up listening to Cleveland's rock station WMMS.
The Buzzard.
Yeah. Graduated from Field High School in Mogador, Ohio.
I've never heard of that.
It's a little area. They take football serious in Mogador.
You should everywhere.
They are the Mogador Wildcats, and if you go to Mogador, you will see all over the streets there are Wildcat Tiger prints all over the roads leading to the stadium.
I think everyone should take football seriously. Every city.
Do think that, but Barberton, Mogador is ready to kill over some football.
Any notable players coming out of there?
No. Even the McDonald's has green arches. It's not the yellow arches. And the little things on the building look like fries.
Yeah, the golden arches.
Yeah, those are green. Those are all green.
Arches? Wow.
Yeah.
Never seen that
So
before.
they're moldy. Well, that's because that's Mogador's coloring. Damn it, Mogador takes their football serious, sir. I guess I don't know. Well, I'm sure they're busy on a Friday night after a game, that McDonald's, because it's the only restaurant in the area in Magna where they have a Subway. So I used to work at that McDonald's as they were building the Subway, and the manager was like, "None of you are allowed to eat there. You will be fired," because they are
stiff competition.
Stiff
competition.
If
that was before Jared was found out to be a perv.
Yeah, before he was trying out to be a perv. So it was only stiff when Jared was around, and those high school kids were playing football.
That's high school
coming in there with their
high school's a little too old though.
Yeah, that's true. He liked the middle school. Well, they had an element. They had pee-wee football there. Jared's like, "Oh, you want to sell them pads to me?" The third season had Kelly LeBrock, who is an actress and model. She is most known for being in Weird Science, which was a John Hughes movie. Countess Vaughn, who was the star of The Parkers, which was a spinoff of Moesha. They had Bizarre from D12. He lost 31 pounds.
Who? Bizarre?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a big boy.
Which was only 9% of his body weight.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Gunnar Nelson of the band Nelson was on there. Jeff Conaway, who ended up leaving in episode 3 to go to rehab. As you know, he passed away in 2011 from a drug overdose. So, yeah, he was from Taxi and all that.
F's in the chat.
F's in the chat for Jeff Conway, who died 9 years ago. Chaz Bono, Tempest Bledsoe. Especially if you ever watch Hollywood Squares, because he was always on there. Big old homosexual. 4-season Bone Crusher, Carney Wilson, Nicholas Tutoro, Erica Eleniak, Tina Yothers, Vincent. They just started going D-list at this point.
I don't recognize any of those names on that 4th season.
Ted Lane. The 5th season was Ross Matthews, Maureen McCormick, who was from the Brady Bunch.
Yep.
The singer Tiffany, Dustin Diamond.
Okay.
Warren G. the Dubrat.
Okay.
Cletus T. Judd and Kimberly Locke.
I know Cletus.
Oh, yeah. So they stepped up their game in that season with a few not notable, but recognizable celebrities. Yeah. A lot of these reality shows, they stretch the meaning of the word celebrity pretty thin.
Well, that's the point, right? They're trying to stretch them thin.
Yeah, that's like the Masked Singer. They're like, "Oh, what celebrity is this?" It's some kid from YouTube, and it's like, that's not a celebrity.
Well, they had some decent celebrities on at least the first season that I watched.
Yeah.
They popped those things out like back to back.
Yeah,
right?
Oh yeah. And now they got the Masked Dancer and all types of other stuff.
Yeah. How about Masked America? Because that's what we are. We're masked.
Masked Debate.
Yes.
Season 6. Which was there's 7. Season 6 was Brian Dunkelman. I don't know who he is.
No clue.
Oh, he hosted the first season of American Idol with Ryan Seacrest. Was that loud in your ears?
It's all been really loud, to be honest, but it's okay. It's okay. I have sensitive ears.
Tina Yothers.
Okay, Tina Yothers. I'm not familiar, but I'm
neither. She was on Family Ties. Dustin Diamond.
Again.
Yes, he came back.
He's got nothing else going on at all.
He lost 23 pounds. He started at 217 and left at 194. Son Moore, whoever that is.
Son Moore?
Yeah. Takara Jones, Willie Ames came back. Aaron Moran, who played Joni on Happy Days. And AJ Benza. And then the final season, they had Casey Straw from High School Musical.
No, I don't care.
Yeah, me neither. Kevin Federline,
K-Fed,
who came on at 232 pounds. Tanisha Thomas, who was from Bad Girls Club. Sebastian Bach from Skid Row. Jay McCarroll, who's a fashion designer. Nicole Egerts, who was an actress from something. Bobby Brown, who came on at 199. And Shar Jackson, who came at 146.
You're really depressing me with you got to make sure you throw in what their weights were.
Yeah. And they consider themselves fat.
Yeah. Because I haven't heard anything that
Nicole Egerts was sitting at.
Probably about that.
Maybe
whether I look it or not.
Maybe we need to get you on Celebrity Fit Club.
We got to make me a celebrity first.
Well, you're a radio personality.
Yeah.
You're probably as big a celebrity as half the people that actually appeared on the show.
Yeah. There's that you keep saying like 220, 230, and I'm like 10% above that. Like, God bless America. I haven't weighed myself lately. My scale when we were doing that repairs on the house.
It's like one at a time, people. You got to talk in scale. One at a time.
Yeah. We were trying to, we had a concrete mixer, but we were trying to mix mortar because we didn't want to like actually do it. So we were trying to figure out a good combination. We're trying to do math. Like, okay, 40 pounds of this, plus this, we can make it, and it will work in the mixer. And I brought the scale out probably in August. And it got left outside, and we didn't even use it. And now I don't have a scale, which I've been a lot more happy that I don't have a scale.
One thing that I found funny, like on The Biggest Loser and stuff, it's like it's not bad enough you're fat, but now in front of the whole world, we are going to weigh you on these industrial scales.
The huge, like, we like 3-ton max,
like airplane scales and stuff. They're like, yeah, step on that, tubby. Yeah.
Did you have a Marks around here when you were growing up? Like
yeah, we still do.
Okay.
There's still a bunch of them.
Did they have a big scale at the front of the store like mine did? Mine had a big scale. I don't know why.
I want to say it did. The one by my husband, where my husband grew up, it had a bird up front, an actual bird in a big bird cage, like a parrot. Caw. Yeah. Akron, we're Summit County. We're in purple, buddy.
We are.
The top level, and everything touching us is also purple, except for Cuyahoga. Cleveland is not purple.
Are you looking at a map or
but
like a?
They're approaching it. Yeah.
Okay. Is Lorain County still purple?
Yes.
Cuyahoga's getting there. God bless America.
Yes.
I'm not just going to bless you. I have to bless everyone.
Everyone. Yeah. Cuyahoga County's getting there. Only one county actually came off of the purple that was already declared, and that's Franklin County.
Oh.
Franklin County dropped back down to red.
The only Franklin I care about is the turtle.
The turtle. Turtle.
Hey, it's Franklin. Might be before your time.
Governor DeWine today, he vetoed limits on quarantine power amid COVID-19. Governor Mike DeWine vetoed an attempt from fellow Republicans to curb his ability to issue health orders quarantine in Ohio during a pandemic. Now, Ohio lawmakers do have the choice to try to override that veto with a vote. So, yeah, we'll see. Because Republicans just don't care about us.
No.
They're like, what? Oh, we've only had, 8,000 new cases today? Yeah, we don't need any restrictions.
They haven't spiked, really. We've been kind of plateaued at this number. But
8,000 new cases a day.
I know. But we've kind of plateaued.
Plateauing.
That's plateauing.
No.
Yeah, because you're flattening out. You're flattening where we were at. But I'm saying we're going to see a spike. But the last week or two, we had a couple spikes, but it was pretty much staying around the 78,000. Yeah. But that will change, I guarantee.
Cases in Summit County have doubled.
Yeah, I'm gonna quit coming to Summit County.
No, well, that's probably why it's doubled, because you are coming here.
Yeah, just bring all the cooties.
And that's the thing. Like, people will go to other counties. They'll get infected in a different. Like, they'll get infected at work, and they work in a different county, and then get tested in this county, in their home county, and that number counts against the county that they live in, not where they work in or where they travel in, or anything like that.
Yeah. We're gonna be all purple one day.
Yeah.
We're gonna be like Barney.
Well, Ohio is on its own list of maps, its own list of places that you should quarantine from after returning from.
Yeah. You come back into Ohio, you should quarantine.
Yeah,
if you leave Ohio, you should quarantine. If
you
you live in Ohio, you should
If
quarantine.
you go anywhere in Ohio and then come back home, you should quarantine for 14 days because Ohio.
Your trip to McDonald's, got to quarantine.
Got to quarantine because Ohio has updated its map of places to avoid or quarantine from if you must visit. And Ohio is on its own list.
Who really wants to come and visit Ohio, though? Just the
know.
people. Like, the people in Ohio are the only reason people come to Ohio. Like, we have cool things, I guess. But, like, they're all... I mean, I don't know if they're shut down. We got a couple, like, Hall of Fames. And we got, the Football Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Science Center.
Yeah, but is that, like, a national science center?
No. We used to have the Inventors Hall of Fame.
Really?
Right here in downtown Akron.
Oh.
Yeah. Get up on your history of where you live.
Yeah, I don't know much about... I don't know much about 330.
But look at the bright side. All these COVID cases were in purple, but the ski slopes in Ohio are set to open next month. So, we'll still be able to...
well, they want to have more deaths that aren't COVID related.
Yeah.
So they're like, well, we do open some dangerous stuff. I shouldn't call it too dangerous. I wouldn't be skiing.
No. After the Sonny Bono thing, no.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Nope.
Yeah.
So the ICUs in Ohio or in Akron are almost full.
Do you remember that
the Muffin Man?
The computer game. It was like back in the day, like Windows 95. It was a skiing game, and you had to ski and move around. It was very simplistic, but like the Abominable Snowman or something would come out and get you.
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
If anybody remembers that, you have to remember that. Let us know.
No.
There were comment in there because I'm not crazy. I promise you something like that exists.
Maybe a Mandela effect.
I don't think so.
Boozy Badass, he posed with his gunshot wounds.
Oh, he got shot in the leg, right? Or was it?
It looks like the leg.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the leg. His third
Hopefully
leg.
that's his leg. If not, oh my God, it is true what it says. It resulted in swelling discoloration and required several staples and stitches running from his thigh down past his knee. Lord. Yeah. Boozy didn't let the damage to his leg stop him from hosting events a couple weeks afterwards on Thanksgiving in South Carolina and 2 days later in Alabama to celebrate his birthday.
In Alabama?
Alabama. That's where we talked about that the other week, where he rolled into the strip club on his cell phone in a wheelchair.
Oh.
Yeah. So
he probably was on a cell phone, though.
Probably. That's how he recorded the footage. Starting Monday, Corey, guess what?
What?
People are going to be able to call in and talk to us about what's going on in their life and how much they love our show or how much they hate our show. It's up to them. Whatever.
I was listening to a show this morning. I'm not going to plug the show, but there's a good chance you already know.
Yeah.
And some guy called in. He was like with his girl for like 17 years and they broke up, and he was calling like, I miss you. I'll never get to kiss you again. I don't know, something like that. It sounded like he was about to jump off the deep end.
No,
and he didn't. And the host and the other people talked him out of it. Kind of called him an idiot. Like, dude, she don't love you no more, bro.
Yeah,
give it up.
Get over it.
Yeah, so I can't wait for us to get this phone line running.
Yeah, I hope someone calls us as they're about to jump off a bridge or something. So I
don't want that on our conscience. Though.
I do, because I can talk them. I can be a peace mediator.
What is that song?
Step back from that ledge, my friends. We can cut ties with all the lies we've been living in.
It's all these people tune in just to hear you sing.
I know. I'm just going to turn this. I'm going to fire you. Turn this into a 2-hour show of me singing songs.
Karaoke, baby.
Yeah, maybe I can. Let me see here. Maybe I can sing the whole song. Who's that? Three Doors Down?
No, 3 Doors. Third Eye Blind.
Is it Third Eye Blind?
Pretty sure, yeah. But no, I'd rather you not sing the whole song. We've been on the air for 20 minutes, and all we've talked about is fat celebrities.
Well, that's what we can relate to, Corey.
Yeah, it's very relatable.
I'm
pretty sure it's Third Eye Blind.
Eye Blind Jumper. Yeah.
No, please.
There it is.
God, please.
I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. It's a country version. I could cut ties with all the lie we've been living
You got a
in.
little more twang.
And if you do not want to see me again, I'll understand.
Yep, that's it right there.
I will understand.
All right.
The anger boy, a bit too excited. Dicing over his pain. I don't know. Okay. If you thought that was painful listening to me sing, just thank God you're not working for Carol Baskins at her Big Cat Rescue. Did you see this news?
No, what happened?
A tiger attacked one of her staff members, nearly tore the arm off of the employee.
Oh, it's like deja vu from that one. I couldn't. So what is it going to come off homophobic or whatever? But the employee, I don't know. Was
A
she,
lesbian.
yeah, she was. It was a lesbian.
Yeah, big old lesbo.
She was very. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was. It was very hard to
Oh,
tell.
Lizzie the
gender.
lesbo. Yeah, I could
Yes.
tell the gender, but I knew she was a lesbo too. I mean,
Oh,
you could
see,
tell that was a girl, Corey. We may need to have a talk about what you got going on in your life. No wonder you wanted Alexa in here so much.
Ooh, fire.
One of the big cats at Carol Baskins' Big Cat Animal Rescue in Tampa took a big bite in a staffer's arm, and it sounds like she's lucky to be alive. Hillsborough Fire Rescue says it received an emergency call around 8:30 a.m. Thursday at Baskins Tiger Sanctuary for an individual who suffered a serious bite to the hand as well as an arm injury.
What if that was the same employee? They were like,
That'd be
I ran
awesome.
out of things to do. So I'm kind of limited to what I can do based on not having one of my arms. So I'm just going to go work for Carol.
Yeah.
And the tiger
Bites out the other arm.
not again.
Dag nabbit. Well, you think at that point you just feed the tiger with the prosthetic arm, so that way if it attacks.
Did she get a prosthetic?
No, I
arm?
don't think so.
Yeah,
she
that-
should have.
She's just nubbing it up.
Yeah,
from what I remember.
Yeah. Carol and Howard Baskin tell reporters one of their longtime volunteers, a woman named Candy Coozer, stuck her hand
Sounds
into
like a
the
stripper.
Yeah. Well, she's a looker. Stuck her hand into the enclosure of Kimba the tiger to open the door for feeding time, and Kimba bit into her hand and started thrashing. Well, you should be playing heavy metal at the tiger cage. It's why the tiger just gets thrashed and don't know what it's doing. It's
Play some Slayer.
Yeah, it was just trying to mosh. Candy, looking at this picture, Candy looks like she's got to be about 80. We're told Candy's arm was nearly torn off at the shoulder. The Baskins.
That really?
Yeah.
Like the whole. She must have been a little old lady then.
Oh yeah, she is.
Maybe she had T-Rex arms.
Oh no, her arms actually look kind of long.
Tiger was deep throating then.
Yeah, the Baskin. Maybe it's one of Joe's old tigers. It's like, this is one of the ones we got from Joe Exotic Zoo. We're told Candy's arm was nearly torn out. Oh, I already read that. The Baskins say when other staffers ran over to the scene, Kimba let go of Candy's arm. Tim was like, oh, I'm just playing with her, man. Calm down. What are you all running over here for? Trying to have a little fun with my friend Candy. I heard Carol.
Candy.
I heard Carol the other day talking about this candy tastes so good. So I'm like, oh, if candy tastes good, let me get a little bite. She tasted old and rubbery. Three employees applied a tourniquet and pressure to the wounds until paramedics arrived about 15 minutes later. Man, I'll tell you what, paramedics and cops just take their good old time.
Yeah.
You can get Jimmy John's faster than 15 minutes. Should have called Jimmy John, like, hey, Jimmy John.
Bring all of your wraps.
Yeah, bring me a sandwich and pick up the guys from the hospital while you're on your way.
So you're saying that Jimmy John's should
Freaky fast delivery, man.
Yeah.
But the owner of Jimmy John's is a big game hunter, so he may have tried to kill the tiger while he was there.
Oh. Is that where they get all the meats from?
Yeah. Oh, this is a tiger that bit her. Oh my, that's a big tiger.
Yeah, if you're almost an entire arm.
Huge claw.
I mean, your arm's got to be a couple feet.
Let me
Get
go
a couple
ahead
feet
and,
deep into a tiger's mouth.
Let me go ahead and share the picture of this tiger here.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm just going to have to load up this live stream to see it
screen
in about
share.
30 seconds here.
Screen share the picture of this tiger.
Let me see if I can see it.
Lordy, oh.
Out later.
Yeah, you check it out later. You don't need to check it out now. So yeah, that's Big Cat Rescue.
BCR.
That's the tiger. The medics continue treatment on the scene, attempting to stabilize Candy, and then transported her to a hospital. Despite the incredibly violent attack, we're told Candy is expected to survive.
That's good.
Carol and Howard said Candy was conscious during the ambulance ride and said she didn't want Kimba to be harmed. Yeah, I'm sure that the first thing on her mind in the back of that ambulance wasn't save my arm. It was, hey, don't kill that cat that attacked me. I'm sure that's what it is. They say the tiger will be kept in quarantine for the next 30 days as a precaution.
For COVID?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in case Candy had COVID. But they had the animal was just acting normal because there was food present. So, yeah, I guess that's how it works.
Yeah.
Baskins and her Big Cat Rescue became famous thanks to Tiger King and her feud with Joe Exotic.
Now's the time for Trump to pardon Joe.
Yeah.
So Joe can go visit Candy at the hospital.
Yes.
What a surprise that would be. What if he pardoned him and it didn't make news and didn't tell anybody, and he just had they recorded an entire Netflix special?
Oh, that'd be awesome. I'm sure he knows he's famous. What just happened? You got to sneeze?
Yeah, I thought I had to sneeze. Well, I did, but I held it in. I'm trying to work on that. I'm doing my Kegels.
Your Kegels?
Yeah. Doing my Kegels to keep my sneezes.
It's very good.
Premature sneezes.
Premature sneezes. Can't have those.
No.
So, did you see who the new hottest couple in town is? Rihanna.
Oh, Rihanna and ASAP Fergie?
ASAP
Rocky. Sorry, there's so many ASAPs.
So many ASAPs.
Yeah, ASAP Rocky, man.
Lucky man.
Yeah.
How do you pull Rihanna? I mean,
me?
I don't know. Maybe just like, hey, I promise I won't punch you. So that's a step up. Remember when that was a big thing? That happened the night of the Grammys. Way to overshadow the Grammys, Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Well, let's see who else. Whitney Houston died the night before the Grammys. Chris Brown beat up Rihanna the night of the Grammys. Like, come on. Can the Grammys have its time to shine? If they would have nominated The Weeknd, they wouldn't have all these issues.
Yeah. They snubbed him.
They snubbed The Weeknd and Alex Trebek.
Yeah. And he's not even going to be here to see it. He'll be watching over.
He'll be watching over. Or up. Whatever.
Whatever, dude. Whatever. I caught that.
Yeah. Hey, have you ever wanted to live like a king?
Like a Tiger King?
No, just a king.
A lord?
A king.
Okay. No, yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, you have the chance now because the home of Elvis and Priscilla Presley, where they enjoyed their honeymoon, is up for sale.
It's up for sale, not for a giveaway.
It's only $2.5 million, Corey.
Only?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like pocket change for me.
Elvis leased the place in 1966 for $21,000 a year. It's a good deal.
Yeah. And now it's selling for $2.5 million.
Yeah. I mean, that was a lot of money in the 60s, I guess.
Yeah, for inflation.
Let's see, how many weeks or how many...
We need an inflation calculator.
Why was I just about to say how many months are in a year?
Because you're so stupid.
I guess that's what it is. So 21,000 divided by 12, he was paying $1,750 a month.
And there's a lot of places you go to New York, you probably pay that
for a 1-bedroom studio apartment.
Yeah. Well, look at inflation from 50 years ago.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. How much did I say it was?
$17.50 a month.
$17.50 a month.
So $17.50 a month. And what year is that? What year is that? In the 66 or something?
Yeah.
So it was about 50. What 50? They say 50 years ago. 55 years ago.
In 1966. Okay. Oh no! I want to go from 2020 to 1966.
That's about say
okay. So
4,000, 5,000.
I did it wrong. I did it backwards.
Did it backwards.
Well, today, having $1,750 today. Yeah, I don't know. I did it backwards.
You did it backwards.
Let me fix it.
I can't believe you.
Well, I had it right the first time. And then I thought, okay, so $1,750 in 1966. We'll play a game here, Corey. How much do you think that would be today?
I said about $5,000.
You are way off.
Way off. 10,000.
Way
20,000.
14,000. $141.65, Corey.
Yeah, there's no chance in hell I was going to guess that.
No. You should have though.
No. That's just one thing I memorize. I go home every night and memorize inflation
what year were you born in?
91.
1991. Okay. So in 1991, how much do you think $1,750 was worth?
4,000.
$3,361.
I was a lot closer.
2 cents.
A lot closer.
I was born in 1986. How much do you think it was worth in 1986?
We said it was about 3,300 before in 91.
Yeah.
Say about 29.53.
No, it was $4,114.41.
Wow.
So it went farther in the year I was born.
Yeah. Those damn 90s.
Yeah, the year you were born was when a recession was
really
going
screwed
on.
Everything up, man.
Yeah, a recession was going on at that point. So yeah,
that's treacherous. That's treacherous.
Treacherous.
I like using big words that I don't know if I'm using them correctly.
Oh yeah,
because sometimes I like the idea of maybe sounding like an idiot. I either sound like an idiot or a genius. I like that idea.
I do too. I like you being an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I looked that up backwards. Oh my god, why did I do that again?
You did it again backwards?
I did it again backwards. That makes sense why it was. Okay, you were born in 91?
Mm-hmm.
So 1991. Okay, retry that. Get a new answer.
1991.
Yes.
I'm going to say $3,937.
$7,363.21.
Oh, so because you did it backwards, that's what screwed me up.
Yeah. The year I was born. Try that again, I guess.
What was the 91?
7,000 something.
In the 80s, it's probably going to be less inflation.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to say 6,200.
Close. $6,014.94.
Wow, I was within a couple $100.
Yeah. Wow. Let's see. So with pandemic unemployment, people were getting $789 a week.
In 2020, how much would that have? Is that what you want to find out? How much that would have been in 66?
Oh, yeah. So I did it backwards again. So I got to go this way. Boom. 1966.
I have no idea what.
So $789. If we would have got, oh no, I did that.
If coronavirus would have hit
in 1966, and we would have got $789 a week. That would have equaled out to $6,375.86 a week in 1966. We would have been rich, Corey.
Look how bad that inflation is, though.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's sad. That is really sad. Jesus.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's depressing.
Yeah, it is.
I think I'm ready to
I mean, just from 1966 to 1976, it went from $789. It would have been $1,377.
Wow. So nearly doubled.
Yeah, in 1986 it would have been $2,711. 96, $3,808. 2006, $4,882. 16, $5,868. We could have been, Corey, we had a time machine.
Yeah.
And we could have stacked up $789 a week for like a month and went back to the 60s and been kings.
Yeah.
We could have just bought whatever we wanted. Cigarettes are like 5 cents back then a pack.
Yeah, we'd probably be dead by then because we'd have been like,
yeah. Gas was like 10 cents a gallon.
Yeah, we could have came. Just imagine we had a time machine. We could go back and get like the
Just-
very first vet or the very first whatever, first Camaro, first, and we could have somehow brought it back with us.
Oh my
in
God.
mint
And
condition
sold it.
with no miles on it.
Oh my God. We would have been loaded.
Probably still have more money back then.
Yeah.
Dude, how much was it? Like those Corvettes were like cheap. Like those cars were cheap.
yeah.
'Cause everyone's like, oh, they're sports cars, but that was like the norm. Like, I wish.
In 1966, how much was a Corvette? 1966, a base price for a Corvette. Give me a guess.
$4,000.
Yes, $4,000 or $4,084.
Yeah,
that's how much it costs.
yeah. You know what the Corvette's worth now?
Oh, God, I don't even want to know.
At least 10 times that.
Oh yeah.
At least I'd say 10 to 12 times. I got 1,200% increase.
Well, in 2019, a brand new Corvette, was $55,900.
Well, I'm just saying like that.
Yeah.
That one from 66 or whatever.
$67,500 on a 1966 Corvette Roadster.
Yeah.
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 It showed the 2008 Corvette price guide showed a 1 year 9% appreciation factor in average price. So every year they're saying that the Corvette goes up by about 9%.
Like every year, like that's how much it costs for the next year.
Yeah. Well, no, they're saying like the appreciation in a
appreciation.
1966 Corvette.
Oh, okay.
It goes up by about 9% a year. You ever watch Pawn Stars? Like people bringing those old cars and stuff. And
they're like, I want to take a ride for it. And the guy's like, you better not.
yeah, he's like,
I will kill you if you bring this back with a scratch or a dent on it.
Like
or
they floor
totaled.
it. Like they'll drive like 10 miles and be like, man, look how many miles. I mean,
he just put me over. I can offer you like $5,000.
But yeah, to $5,000 is the best I can do. And I'm taking all the risk. I gotta frame it. I gotta, it may take a while to sell. I tell you, those are the biggest crooks.
Yeah, I sometimes fall down that rabbit hole because you go on Facebook and you find one of those links where they're like, oh, this top 10 things that got pawned on last season.
Oh,
and the next thing you know, you're like 90 videos down, and then you're like, okay, I guess I'll get off of this, and you click, and then it goes back to the original video, and you're like, holy crap!
I'm actually subscribed to them on YouTube.
I don't think I'm subscribed on YouTube.
I am subscribed on YouTube just because. How
many? That old man died, right?
Yeah. He died.
F's in the chat.
F's in the chat for the
old man from Pawn Shop.
Yeah, from Pawn Shop. The daddy.
I used to watch Storage Wars heavily.
Oh yeah,
I loved Storage Wars.
I never really got it. I watch it occasionally, but I'm not the world's biggest fan of Storage Wars.
There was like a couple on there, and I kind of had a little crush on the lady. There was like a couple on that show.
So
I don't remember who
pervert.
it was. Yeah, basically. I can't remember. I want to say the husband's name was Corey for some reason. I don't know why.
Just because you want to be the husband so bad.
Yeah.
Makes
I wonder what happened. I think I saw her recently. I'm like, she doesn't look as good as she did 10 years ago.
Makes sense.
Well, I'm not going to go there. Catch a lot of heat for that one.
Catch a lot of heat, a lot of flack.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So, but yeah, Pawn Stars, they're just like, and then they're like, well, I need my guy to come take a look at it
And they're like,
and give you the value.
Yeah. That's some guy. It's like, he really likes cars.
Right. He's a big fan of cars. He owns a car shop.
Like they always tell you to get more than one estimate, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then like they're like, well, we're just bringing one person here.
One person that oh my God, look at that bald on top of my head.
Look at
We're
that one.
ahead. That's why we're ahead right there, man.
Yeah.
Lord.
Poor you.
Yeah, I know. It's
What's-
time for some Bosley.
Yeah, get that Bosley.
Yeah.
I've always had this like thing right here. Always. Like
Oh,
I have a
yeah.
full head of hair. I mean, it doesn't feel thin. I don't know what it is, but I've always had this. Like
That is
ever
just-
since I was, I don't know, I wouldn't say a baby, but like my teenage years at least.
So
Maybe that's just my hair swooping.
Maybe.
I don't know. Can't, it's like right
Maybe.
over in here.
I already need a haircut. It's been my barber. Actually, I think we talked about this. My barber just opened a new shop.
You did?
His
I
own
don't think you
shop.
talked about it on the air, but you
Yeah.
talked about it.
Yeah, I was gonna stop by today, but I was already running late. So
Yeah, you was.
yeah,
You definitely was. Not that anyone ever noticed, but
Yeah, no one knows. I wasn't late. I was just,
late.
you know, we didn't have time to prepare a show today.
No. As
Hopefully you're enjoying us BSing
because of Corey,
For
we
2
didn't
hours.
have time.
because of me.
we don't have phones or anything. Or
Whatever. Enjoy yourself.
I was a busy man today, Corey.
Yes.
My
You were-
husband's birthday.
yeah. Well, why don't we give this segment a few minutes? It's your husband's birthday today.
A few minutes of silence.
No,
My husband. Apps in the chat. For my husband's birthday.
no. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that.
This is Wild Man Johnny. You are MS Freaks. You listen to the Midnight Sneak Freak.
I love that.
as many times as I've heard
Never
that,
gets
I
old.
don't have. It doesn't get old, but I never.
You know, I was trying to like kind of mock it, you know,
Yeah.
and I could never get, I don't remember.
Where he says that, but we need to get Wild Man back on the show now.
We do.
But he's probably, you know what? Now that we're not out on midnight, he's probably like busy in a hamburger suit or something.
That's true. That's
Can
true.
we get him here in a hamburger suit?
But that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Just have a little hamburger walking around. A hamburglar.
Hamburger. We need to
What
get.
if he gets kidnapped by the hamburglar? It's like, that's a juicy looking hamburger. Let me go ahead and steal it. I don't know why the hamburger is French right
Said,
now.
no,
but-
it's Wild Man Johnny. It's not a real burger.
It's the midnight sneak freak. Yeah.
That's exactly why. Midnight snack.
A midnight snack. I'm gonna eat you up like a little blah. Yeah. Makes sense.
Tons of sense.
Tons of sense. Tons and tons of fun.
Just like I'm 2 tons of fun.
2 tons of fun. I need to get you a man bun. So like 2 tons of fun with a man bun.
I was getting, I wouldn't say close when I had my hair, but I prefer not to have hair.
I
Kind of always had shorter hair.
think I'm gonna leave this job for like an announcer role in Hollywood. I think I'd take over for like The Price is Right. Cheryl, you're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Oh no, it's Cheryl, come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. No one does it like Rod Ritchie did it. He was back in the day, old school, 90s.
Can we have our own game show? I mean, we do our own game show, but I want to actually make like a
When we have
spin-off.
Roku, when we start up the
Yeah,
Roku channel, have
yeah.
a game show, maybe a weekly game show that we play, have on the channel. That'd be kind of cool. Get stands and buzzers and have a host.
Only if I can voice record all the buzzer noises.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna have. We're gonna have. I'm gonna voice all of the noises.
Okay. That works.
I'm serious.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, that'll be the. You're wrong. It won't be
You
a
are wrong.
Yeah,
You're wrong.
COVID cough.
COVID copper when you're wrong. When you're right.
Congratulations.
No, I want to record it. Though.
I like this.
I want to be the
podcast.
voice of.
What is this one?
You're the voice of
you.
the voice of Long Ride Home. I
Yeah.
want to be the voice of the game show.
No, okay.
And if you lose, it's gonna be a long ride home.
Okay.
And now a quick word from our
come on, man.
sponsors.
That'd be-
If we had some,
Now, a quick word from our sponsors.
White House physicians monitor every.
That ain't the right one.
Yeah, you're right. It's not.
I don't know why that
Do
one
we have?
says
Do
that.
we have one of our old sponsors commercials on
No,
here?
I don't.
Yeah,
you never sent it to me.
I'm pretty sure if you went into your emails, I probably didn't send it.
My Corona.
I don't know. You,
All right, you ready to take a break?
we're gonna take a quick musical break.
A musical break. If you are listening on WMBU.org, you're going to hear some music. If not, you're going to see a little bit of yesterday's show as we go out on break. As they're listening to music on WMVU, you're going to see some of yesterday's shows. So we'll be back right here on your long ride home on WMVU, part of the Radio Free Entertainment Network. We'll be back in just a moment. Doing his deed and just let random people just chat roulette in and watch them. And I'm just like, okay, that's weird, but whatever. Just don't show my face. So let's bring our guest on. She is at the Funny Stop tonight, hosting their amateur night. She won there a few weeks ago. This is Alexa, and I'm not even going to try the last name because I will butcher it. I'm going to be like Pete does when he writes something about her on Facebook. Don't mention the last name if you can't spell it or you can't say it. So we got a mic over here.
Yeah, we're a little
we're snug. We're a little snug in here. Are you going to give the lady a chair, Corey, or are you going to make her stand?
You know what? I'll stand.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Be a gentleman.
I don't know how that works, but we're going to hear a nice screech.
Screeching.
Yeah.
We hear a lot of things like that.
Screech, screech, screech.
Screeching.
Not fart, as I like to call. Whenever you had something that ever happened to you, they're like, did you just fart?
Oh, yeah.
You're like, no, I'm totally ripping this off of Kyle Cease. And then you try to make that chair make that noise again, and it's not. It actually does the opposite. It says not fart. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah. Good thing you're not going to the Funny Stop tonight.
Yeah.
So how's it going, Alexa? We've had you on once before when we were at our old station.
Yeah, it's going pretty good. Just to answer your earlier question, StreamMate is the most popular one.
Okay.
Popular one. It's gold coins. I'm on there.
There you go. See?
Oh, she's on there.
She's always got the answers that we need.
On there. So I'm super excited to be at the Funny Stop tonight. It's gonna be a good show.
Now you came in second place a few weeks ago? I think that's what Cam told us.
I placed. I don't know if they specified numbers.
Oh, okay. So Cam, you're wrong.
Cam was just
Cam.
pulling numbers out of his ass.
Yeah,
That's
Cam
what
was
we're
just
saying.
like, look, I was number 4. So, yeah. Good old Cam.
Yeah, he was.
Can't rely on
You're
Cam
right.
for nothing.
He did. He was dropping numbers. He was number dropping.
He's like,
Wait.
she's 2 people funnier than me.
Wait, he was like, because I don't think they played, so he was just pulling numbers out, but didn't put himself.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
kind of
see.
weird.
Very humble guy.
He's like, Alexa's 2 people funnier than me. Well, it happens like that sometimes. Kara's mad because you didn't give up your chair for her.
I'm sorry.
But to be fair, she was in here for 2 hours, so
Yeah.
can't expect you to stand for 2 hours.
Yeah, I did that when we had Alexis here. Or sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Exposure.
Exposure.
You don't
Oh,
want to
yeah.
expose that exposure and give him my chair.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for Cam. He's probably feeling it because I stood over there for 2 hours.
And you hated
But he
it.
wasn't here quite 2 hours. But yeah, no, the next day I felt it.
Yeah.
I felt it.
Poor guy. It's the most workout you've had in a long time.
Yeah. Besides jumping to conclusions because I'm paranoid. So
Just betting 0. You're 0 for 2 so far tonight. So, yeah, you're not going to the Funny Stop.
No.
You're banned from the Funny Stop tonight.
I'm banned in general.
But everyone else can go. What time does it start tonight?
7:30.
And how much does it cost to get in?
$6.
Oh, that's a
6.
cheap night of fun.
It is. It's cheap. Like, people have paid a lot more for like some weirder things. So
What's the weirdest thing you've had requested?
oh my goodness. This one guy, I don't know if it was like a domination thing, but it was on webcam. He paid me to pour mustard on myself and oink like a pig, which I was like flabbergasted by. But then like my little girl brain was just like, is he calling me fat?
Yeah, I would not know how to take that.
I
Did
don't
it
know.
pay
Yeah.
good though?
I mean, I made $200 for like 10 minutes of a webcam show. So
Oh my god, I gotta get into webcamming.
do it. That's how I have these fake boobs.
Well, I got real boobs, so I can save
You're
some money
beating me.
there.
Has anyone ever paid for you to put green beans in your hair?
What?
This is an inside thing. I just have to ask.
I kind of feel like that's Corey's.
It's pretty.
fetish.
It's very specific, but
No, but I mean, if
Okay.
there's a market for it, I'll do it.
okay. I just want to see if there was a market for it and all. That's all.
There's a
Are you-
market for everything.
You gonna try to put green beans in your hair to make money, Corey?
No, I just want to see because I had a conversation with
You have a
somebody.
green bean fetish.
Yeah,
Yeah, green beans.
That's why when I
The
came over,
Jolly Green Giant.
that's why I came over for Thanksgiving. You kept shoving them in front of me, like, here, eat these slowly.
Slowly.
Slowly eat these
Every
green
pod.
beans.
One crunch.
One at a time.
One-
I hate you sometimes.
I know.
Now I feel
I'm your
so-
best friend.
Now
though.
I felt dirty
Kind of.
and used
Yeah.
because I ate green beans in front of you.
Yeah. You don't want to talk about when you ate the pie. Had to cover it in whipped cream.
Well, we're not going to talk about your mom and me right now.
No.
She liked the way I ate the pie, Corey. Get over it. Yeah. Better than Rocky. So, yeah, okay. So, so tonight, is it another competition tonight or is it just amateur night?
I think it's a competition.
Isn't it a competition every week?
Yeah,
though?
Pete never knows
yeah.
until you get there. But keep
Life
it
is a
clean.
competition.
Keep
No
it clean.
corona?
No corona. Yeah, the week
No
we
cuss?
went. The week we went to perform, he got on the mic. He's like, no corona, no politics, no cussing.
Like, well, what is stand up without corona,
And-
cussing, or politics? You
And
know?
then the next person to get up was like, F, 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 F. And I'm
Get
like,
off my
okay,
stage.
then.
Get off my stage.
And then just eventually Pete just gave up. He's like, I'm not going to stop cussing. And that's hot.
That's hot. We're doing what we shouldn't do though. We're like throwing.
Yeah.
Like if they tell a bad joke and they get really sexy about it. Yeah, no one laughed at that, Daddy. Do you want to hear another bomb?
Oh my God. I gotta go to the bathroom right quick. Jesus. Don't do that voice anymore. That just gonna end the show early. Now, so yeah, I don't know where to go now. Where do we go from here?
You know what? Here's where we go from there. Last time we talked to you, you were doing some kind of like sales job or something. You were in Mansfield, I believe.
Yeah.
How's that going? Is that still a thing or?
No, I sell different things now.
Oh,
I went from bathtubs to windows,
No, moving on up in the world.
right? And now I'm in normal.
Literally. bathtubs are on the ground, windows are not on the ground.
Yeah, that's true.
Like-
Windows are up higher.
They are.
I did a movie actually over here recently. They shot it. It's called Carmen's Last Dance.
In Akron?
Yeah.
Oh wow, we have more than just rappers in Akron, Corey. We have movie makers.
All right.
It was crazy because they had me walking down around the square in
yeah.
Cuyahoga Falls.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I was playing a hooker, and they had us in costume walking outside in front of busy traffic.
Oh my God.
Hmm.
Well,
Horrible.
that's unrealistic because hookers in Akron always go to the bad neighborhoods, not the nice ones. You're not going to find no hookers in Cuyahoga Falls. they're in Highland Square and Arlington Street. We need some Was it a horror movie or was it just like?
It was a psychological thriller about drug
Okay.
addiction.
Oh.
Well, then that's interesting. When's it supposed to come out? Corona is probably hard to tell.
Yeah, I think he finished editing and now he's submitting it to festivals. So
Oh, that's gonna be kind of cool.
I wonder if we can have those, but we haven't. The virus is going to be over soon. So
Hopefully. Well, the election's over, Corey.
Yeah.
I told you that
you
once
got
the
always,
election.
yeah.
The election was over. The virus is going to go away, and you've not heard about the coronavirus since the
Nope,
election.
not at all.
It's not even around anymore.
Cool.
I went yesterday, no mask. I just raw dogged the air, breathing it all in. I was having people spit on me as I walk across them.
That's because they watched the show.
Oh, yeah.
That's why they were spitting on you.
It wasn't because Corona was going, it's just
No.
because they don't like me. They're hoping I catch it. Well, the mayor of Akron has it.
Really?
Apparently. Yeah. Poor guy. Now who's going to make horrible policies for this city?
was it because he had more than 10 people at his Thanksgiving?
Probably. He probably
I
did.
can't wait for those numbers. We're going to start seeing spikes.
Oh,
We
yeah.
are.
Oh, especially after Thanksgiving, there's going to be spikes. It is. No, Corey, it went away. The election's over. It's a Democratic hoax, Corey.
No, a stimulus package is a Democratic hoax,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah, that's a hoax. That ain't going to happen. That definitely went away after the election. Oh, Lord. And you're from Mansfield, right? Or in that area?
I used to live there. I live in Cleveland now.
Oh, moving up in the world even more.
Yeah.
Right? I was engaged in Mansfield. It was a
Oh.
great time. He had 3 teeth total.
wow.
Where do you go from there, though? You know,
Yeah.
that's
The only place is up, honestly. I'll
What?
date a guy with 4 teeth.
Well, then. You're moving up in the world. Eventually, by the time you're like 80, you have a guy with a full set.
I was thinking she'd just have like OCD and be like, well, there's 4. Like that was. How many teeth do you have? I very specifically need someone with 4 teeth, 5 teeth, 6 teeth. Just
they got to go up.
You got to level up.
Yeah.
Eventually, she's like,
well, you got to do one at a time. You can't jump up to like 10, 11. It's got to be levels.
Oh, there's levels to this stuff, man. How's Cleveland though? You like Cleveland a lot, or you miss the incest of backwoods Mansfield?
I do, because I mean, back there, I mean, if I needed a date, I would just hit up my cousin.
Yeah, right.
But Cleveland, they did not do a good job of plowing yesterday.
Well,
they did not. I could not get my car out of my apartment's parking lot the entire day.
We couldn't get out of it.
Yeah, we couldn't get out of this parking lot yesterday. The streets were great.
Well, for you, maybe.
Oh, yeah. I only had to drive 5 minutes to get home from here, so.
It was terrible.
Lucky you.
Yeah. Yeah, Cleveland got hit really hard. I think Cleveland got hit worse than us yesterday.
It was definitely worse yesterday on the way home than it was on the way here. I thought on the way here was kind of bad.
Right.
They were kind of keeping the roads clear, but then it was a perfect storm. As soon as it was like 7 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock, it was like.
And welcome back to your long ride home. Corey's over there getting his...
Trying to
get his setup. His little set me up.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Oh, there I am. There's the top of my head.
Hey.
Playing on the replay.
There he is. Cornelius Hennessy. The one and only over there. I'm your host, Michael Long. This is your lone ride home right here on WMBU, part of the Radio Free Entertainment Network. Get that little bell going.
Can't forget the bell.
We are right here live in AK Ron, Akron, Ohio, in Summit County, Scummit County.
No, it's
where even our mayor has coronavirus.
That's why they're purple, huh?
That's why we're purple. We are like big dinosaurs. So yeah, that's DeWine's getting impeached. Vetoing bills. Counties are going purple. They're impeaching bills everywhere. Or impeaching bills. They're vetoing bills everywhere. Not Schumer. McConnell.
Yeah, Moneybag McConnell.
Moscow Mitch said, no money for you.
I still have a little bit of hope that something will shake.
Something's got to shake.
I need some money under the tree.
Under the tree. I mean, it's Christmas time. Come on. Why? Really? Like, you're just like, hey, yeah, we know it's the holiday season and people are struggling, but hey, continue to struggle, my good friends. Keep fighting the good fight.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. Just letting people struggle and go hungry and all that. So Capitol Hill talks intensify over COVID-19 relief deal, but major sticking points remain. High-level negotiations over an economic stimulus package are intensifying, and this is just from today.
Yeah.
Just at 4 o'clock, actually, it's updated. Intensifying as congressional leaders and top senators are pushing to reach a major deal that has eluded Washington for months. For much of the year, there has been partisan bickering and negotiating that have broke down repeatedly, but momentum is finally building as Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi are in discussions over a possible $908 billion deal pushed by a bipartisan group of lawmakers, and lawmakers are trying to attach an agreement to a massive funding proposal to avoid a government shutdown by December 11th.
Yeah, they got a couple days left to figure that out.
Yeah. So even as Pelosi and McConnell spoke Wednesday about their shared goal to finalize an agreement, there are still many landmines to navigate and major divisions between the two parties. Aides acknowledge that they aren't there yet. Right now, the $900 billion framework is little more than a one-pager. and the division over state and local funding and liability protections are very much alive. McConnell wants it to be that you can't sue a business.
You
They
could get
force
sick,
you to
yeah.
go back to work and you get sick.
Yeah, that's their big thing. Worried about liability.
Yeah, because, you know, they want to protect businesses more than they want to protect the people.
Yeah. It's like, and also they were like, we're going to send all this money to small businesses, and that's great. But who's going to support those small businesses?
Right.
You can keep your lights on, but if you don't have customers in and out of your door or ordering things online or whatever else, because we're all starving here,
Oh, yeah.
then what good is that money? It's just money to go to waste.
So they want they need 1.44 trillion to keep the government open. And they want to add 900 billion to that for relief. Because I guess, you know, Pelosi and them are, if they're smart, they're going to say, hey, we're not going to agree to this, you know, to bail out the government until you agree to help the people.
Yeah. But Pelosi there was some talk, and they came out with a press statement. And they said, you know what, this $908 billion relief package, it's a good framework. She kind of like threw the towel in. She's basically saying, this is good. So this is where they'll start. And I don't know how much room she'll have to negotiate. Be it, I really hope that there is some room to negotiate, because everyone wants stimulus bill. Everyone wants a stimulus check.
Right.
And
well, there's no stimulus check in that 908 billion.
Yeah, not at all.
No.
Then she's probably going to try to argue for that, and I do believe we deserve a stimulus check. There's a lot of other things. They're extending the unemployment, and that's great, but there's no back pay to that.
Right.
Aside from December 1st, what's starting now.
Yeah.
So all these people that are basically on the street because they've been unemployed for the last 3 to 4 months and been living off of the bare minimum of what UI is giving them.
Right.
They're kind of screwed. Let's just say today, they know we're doing this $908 billion package. How long is it going to take for this money to get to the people?
Right. In Ohio, it could take forever. Mitt Romney says we continue to work with our Democrat colleagues and refine our proposal, and we're getting more and more support from Republicans and Democrats. So I'm hopeful we'll make progress. I'm sure there are people who would like to take the places of what we've done and perhaps apply it to an omnibus bill.
Oh, yeah, the omnibus bill? Yeah.
Or a continuing resolution. That's an option, but we're continuing to negotiate an entire package that includes the full $908 billion. Joe Biden said yesterday, you know, whatever they do right now until I get in office, consider it a down payment.
Yeah, I like that. I kind of caught up on that. He's basically saying all y'all need to shut up about this $600 because he's really likes that $600.
Oh yeah,
a week thing. And he's like, you guys need to shut the hell up. And he said something along the line. He used the H word. He dropped an H bomb.
Oh yeah,
and he corrected himself. And what I want to say
after what Trump has been saying for the last 4 years, go ahead and say hell, Joe.
Yeah.
We don't mind.
Retirement. You want to follow your
no.
Yeah. So that's what we got going on. I have a lot of hope for when Joe gets into office, but I have a feeling that it might be a little too late if everything gets pushed because they just want to kick the can. That's basically what this $900 billion thing is. It's kicking the can. Everyone wants to push over. Trump doesn't want a big stimulus. Republicans don't want a big stimulus on their end.
And Republicans are very much aware that Democrats want a deal now, so they can give kind of Joe Biden a clean slate come January.
Yeah, it's still going to be a mess regardless.
Yeah,
that's what he said. Be like a down payment because he has a lot of plans. Eviction moratorium. He's got a lot of stuff. I mean, he's talking direct payments to landlords and things. That's how I took it, as these people that are, way behind on rent, way behind on their apartment rent or their mortgage, direct payments to the mortgage lenders, to the landlords.
Oh, yeah.
To fix that. And because we can't have homeless. I mean, we can't force people out of their homes. No one asked for this virus.
Yeah.
And we can't. Can we really say if they would have acted sooner, it wouldn't be as big of a deal? Probably. If they would have acted a little sooner, it would have been better. But
well, they have till next Friday to get something together.
Yeah. And I'm hoping that they have something together. They have a better idea by this week, but that's pushing it, and it sucks.
On Monday, McConnell said there is no reason, none, that we shouldn't deliver another major pandemic relief package. And Schumer said we need to come together. Both sides must give. Democrat senators are opening up to a smaller COVID relief bill. So, yeah. Originally, they wanted a $2 trillion. Republicans wanted $500 billion.
It's a big difference.
So, well, I think the 908 million, or billion, is a decent middle ground for both sides. They're both giving and losing some.
I think Pelosi can talk that up to about 1.1, 1.2, and I think that's the pushing point.
Right.
Give everyone stimulus checks. So if I knew that there's going to be something, you throw me $1,200 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Throw me $1,200 out. I won't be that happy because I mean it's hard out here for a pen.
Oh, it is.
You know what I mean? It is hard out here. So
money's always spent.
If we know that there's good things ahead of us, and we do know that because we know that our president-elect is going to take care of the country as soon as he gets here. As soon as he is, he's already been elected. As soon as he's, inaugurated, and we're good. But I mean, there's a lot of things he's going to have to do within that first 30 days, and I think he's got a good plan.
Yeah.
But I think also with him saying, "Hey, you know what's going to be a down payment," I think that kind of kicks some issues with kind of Democrats losing footing with negotiations because they're like, well, he's already said he's going to take care of you guys. So I don't know why you keep pushing for more stuff.
Right.
How long did it take for them to pass? Well, they passed something pretty quickly.
Yeah, pretty quickly.
The CARES Act
because everyone, they all knew, like, we need to do something quick.
But how long before that was? Felt like forever to get my stimulus check. There's people that were getting.
I didn't get mine until.
Yeah,
I think I got mine like October.
August or no, you got it late. I remember I'm like, wait a minute.
Because we had to mail our taxes and because someone stole my identity and filed taxes in my name a few years ago. So now I need a PIN number. And because we moved, I didn't get my PIN number. So we had to file written taxes, paper taxes, a paper return. And they weren't doing paper returns for so long at the beginning of the pandemic. So that kind of screwed us over. But what the good thing was when they started doing paper returns, they gave us our tax plus interest because they couldn't do it.
That's good.
So it was a little more than we were expecting, and then we got the stimulus check a little bit after that.
Interest was nice, but then you had to wait. But luckily,
I had my husband was still working, and I had the unemployment at the time.
Otherwise, I mean, think about it. There's people that have been still not getting stuff since March. They've had identity issues, all these things. They're finally getting through, and they're getting like $20,000 back. Like they're getting like a down payment. We're gonna throw that word around a lot. Down payment.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that since Biden, I mean, I'm happy that he came out and said it, but I feel like they're gonna lose footing because I would like to see a little bit more on that $908 billion.
I mean, at this point, I'd say, hey, don't even try to add to it. Just give us the $908 billion for now. I mean, we can't be greedy at this point because we've gone this long with nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
but that's the point. We've gone this long with nothing.
Okay,
and I get it. Another month.
But I mean,
another month. That's another month of bills adding up. Another bills of stress. We don't know what in the future.
But at the same time, I mean, if they don't do a deal because they want to try to add a little more, and then Republicans are just like, whatever, we're done talking.
Yeah,
we agreed to $908 billion, but you want to add more? We're done talking about it. We're not going to do it, and then we're screwed for 2 months.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of like you got to take the lesser of two evils in this situation and be like, hey, $908 billion, let's just get it done.
If they could if I don't know if they could pass something inside of this bill that they want to extend the moratorium for evictions and stuff, but if they could cancel shutoffs, utility shutoffs and things.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
That would be something that would take a lot of stress off of.
Oh yeah, I mean that don't cost them anything to do that.
Yeah,
that part.
I mean stuff just still adds up. But and then I know.
Well, no, I'm saying it don't cost the government to do those. I mean, those are just saying, like, hey, you can't do this. It's not. They don't have to. It's not costing them money. So I mean, stuff like that they could add and not increase.
Not increase the budget.
Yeah.
So. Which I really hope that they do because. Well, my thing is I think they want to do retroactive pay. They announced retroactive payments to the day after the 1st. That was part of their bill.
Mm-hmm.
But then they want to go into like March or April, and I think they could just shift that and give back pay and up till Biden. Why?
Just in case Biden can't get something passed when he first gets in, because we still, as of right now, we still have a Republican-led, Congress. So, I'd rather them say, hey, stretch this, 300 till March and then let Biden try to add on to that.
You're right.
Instead of saying, hey, let's go back. And then it ends in January if Biden can't get it extended. and then Biden don't get it extended, and we're screwed again.
Well, look at Trump. Trump extended it. Trump just said,
but
here
it
you
was
go.
different. Yeah, Biden's not going to do that. Biden's going to play by Trump did that with money that he really didn't have to do it with. And Biden's not going to do that because what that did is that took money away from FEMA. So when all these major catastrophes happen, then it screws FEMA at the end of the year. And that's one of the reasons why they need so much to keep the government open is because Trump took money from other places, which now they need more money to subsidize what Trump took from them. So, and then, speaking of job loss, Southwest Airlines has told 6,800 employees Thursday that they may be furloughed come spring. Now, Southwest got $25 billion in federal help earlier in the year, and they were not allowed to get rid of anyone until after October 1st. And, that was kind of the deal with this money. And then the day after October 1st, on October 2nd, United and American Airlines both got rid of 32,000 employees. Now, Delta has avoided any job cuts because employees took voluntary buyouts and early retirement offers.
That makes sense.
And pilots agreed to changes in their contract that would reduce labor costs. But Southwest just reported that it lost $2.75 billion through the first 9 months of the year. That's the first time it puts them on track for the first time they've lost money in a year. So they got $25 billion from the government. So they're still up $22 billion. But yeah,
it's like those things where you want to feel bad. You feel bad for the people that are getting furloughed, but you want to feel bad for the company that's like.
I don't feel bad.
Oh, you got that's what you kind of want to feel like in a sense. It's like, oh, it's a company, but at the same time, you're like, dude, you've been charging me $300 for a flight,
right?
And now you guys can't keep all you multi-trillion, billion, gazillion dollar companies are going bankrupt. And you need to reassess how you're running your businesses.
Yeah,
I get it. Jet fuel's not cheap.
Yeah,
I get that. I get the costs are not cheap, man. But like these people that are trillionaires, higher ups, really maybe consider taking a pay cut for a little while.
Yeah. Southwest has asked 12 unions that represent 83% of its employees for a 10% pay cut to avoid furloughs. And I guess I'd rather take a 10% pay cut than lose all my pay. But it depends how much they're making.
Yeah.
Some of these jobs, some of these employees aren't making squat. People that work the ramps and stuff like that.
10%
Load the luggage.
might be their
might
be their utilities, or that might be their car note. That might be.
Yeah. You got if you make $500 a week working there, that's $50 out of your paycheck. Yeah. And that's the $400 or that's $200 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your utilities. Yeah. So it's 10% looks like such a small number, but in the real world, that's a lot of money to people that don't live paycheck to paycheck. Thanksgiving, United said that they had their busiest week since mid-March, when the pandemic brought air travel to a near halt. But United, Southwest, and American have all warned investors they're seeing a new drop in bookings as COVID-19 cases have risen nationwide. And public health experts have urged people not to travel during the holidays if possible.
Yeah, they still did, though.
Yeah. Several airline unions continue to lobby Congress for a stimulus bill that includes payroll funding for their employees. So, yeah. We're not the only ones fighting for that stimulus bill.
Then you have these small businesses that can't afford to keep these people.
Oh yeah,
and that's what's sad.
I worry more about them.
These people. At the end of the day, it's all people. But then you got people that aren't making a ton of money look at the service industry.
Yeah.
Look how destroyed the service industry is right now. It's decimated with nobody's going out to eat. No, takeout. No one can afford. That's the thing. No one can afford takeout, and if they can, good for them. Nobody can afford anything.
Yeah. It's not good out there.
And people that can afford to fly, I'm sure rates have dropped significantly.
Oh, yeah.
You probably reach into your pocket, pull out some change, and get a one-way ticket. But
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Let's see what Priceline has.
we're going to book a flight?
Let's see where they go. Let's see. Flights. See, we want to do a round trip from, we'll do Akron Canton Regional Airport.
Go to LA.
That's going to be expensive.
Okay, then go somewhere else then.
Let's go to
Cleveland.
yeah. I'm gonna fly from Akron to Cleveland. Let's see. Let's try Las Vegas because well, you know what? We'll try Florida where my mom's second house is because maybe I will.
You just take a break.
Yeah, maybe I will book a flight if it's really cheap. Let's go to Tampa. We'll leave on.
You gotta do it now because Christmas time and prices.
Holy crap!
What?
And let's
What?
do that. Let's see what this brings up. If I leave on the 18th of December and come back on the 23rd of December, what is the cheapest? What do you think is the cheapest round trip
Well,
flight?
I don't fly, so I don't know
from
normal
Akron
prices.
to Tampa. Well, I will tell you.
Yeah, you tell me.
It's from Spirit Airline.
Okay, well, Spirit's cheap anyway.
It's a nonstop flight from Cleveland, Akron, Canton to Tampa. You leave at 7:45. You get there at 10:01 p.m.
Okay.
$76.22 round trip.
Holy cow.
Yeah. The next one, the next level is $184, which is from American. And then
You're on like Expedia or something?
$185. I'm on Priceline.
Oh, Expedia is more for hotels, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think they have. So yeah, $76.22. Non-stop flight. And then
It's not bad at all.
No, not at all.
What would it normally be, you think?
Oh, it's like
$200-$300?
Oh yeah. Yeah. So round trip, a non-stop flight, 2 hours and 16-minute flight. From Tampa to Akron and then back to Akron from Tampa, $76.22. You even get to pick your seat.
I'm sure you do. It's not first class, though, is it?
Wait, they charge you extra for seats?
What?
Standard seat, they charge you an extra $20 to $31.
You could just stand. They charge you. You better not be sitting down now. You didn't pay for that.
Hey.
Oh, I saw you kneeling. We're going to charge your card.
So let me go back here. Let me go back to flights. So let's try this. Let me update this to 2 people.
Yeah, because I'm coming.
Well, I was thinking my husband, but okay.
Oh.
So for 2 people to fly, the cheapest flight would be, as it slowly loads up. See, I mean, it's cheap to fly right now is the whole point. So yeah, cheapest flight, $76.22 per person. So let's see. Let's book this.
You're actually booking this, huh?
Let's book this. No, I'm not actually booking it, but
and that's here to Florida. All right.
Yeah, here to Florida and back. That's round trip.
Well, can you look up since you're on there? Can you look up, see how much it'd be to like fly out to Cali?
Okay.
Since we have some kind of, that's a little bit further.
Angeles, California. You thinking about going to Cali if you get that stimulus?
No.
So you still got to pick 2 seats, and they charge you an extra $22.
So $100. 22 a piece, $100. $100 for the
select seat, and then select seat. They still got to have a seat apart, a seat between you.
Oh.
Oh, you got to pay per seat per
person
per trip. So even round trip.
Oh, it's extra $40, $50.
So altogether, it's $244.44 for 2 people.
Round trip. That's still not bad because that's probably how much it'd be for one person.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So that's still not bad, but still, they shouldn't be charging you for seats. It's ridiculous.
You got to hang.
Yeah,
You got to hang from the top.
put me in the overhead compartment. So let's see
Just
here.
Throw a helmet on you. You'll be all right.
Yeah. The same day going to California. Going.
It's also, you're talking holidays too, though. Well, then again, you're coming back.
Ooh.
So I guess it's a holiday flight.
Yeah. Cheapest one's $292 per person.
Round trip, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
a lot
on
more.
United.
It's a lot more.
A lot more. But you have to pay for your seat on United, though. Let's see here. Let's see. They're confirming the price on the flight. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, you know, they figure you're going out there to make your big break. Oh, yeah. No. Oh, no.
What?
Okay, yeah. So economy, you get economy seat. You don't have to pay anything extra. Okay.
That was $200 a piece, right? You were saying 290, almost $300.
Oh, you can actually choose your seat, though, for free.
Oh.
Huh.
I want a seat in the cockpit.
I bet you do. I always like sitting
with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
This isn't even around, or this isn't even a direct flight. Like, you gotta. Oh my God! So you're just gonna definitely get COVID on their flight because there ain't many seats open. Oh my, yeah, you're definitely getting COVID here. $292.
So it's called Spirit because you're going to be a spirit at 14 days after you fly.
Pretty much. Interesting, huh? What if I wanted to go to Boise, Idaho?
Boise? Where's Boise? Well, I know where's it at.
It's in Idaho.
Well, why would you want to go there?
Potatoes, Corey.
Oh, you get smuggle some potatoes back?
Potato. Oh my God. It's $429 for round trip.
More than Cali, huh?
So I guess a lot of people go to Boise that time of the year.
They love their potatoes.
Guess so. Man. Boise, Idaho is a busy place. It's because of the holidays. I just want to go for the weekend from my birthday weekend to Boise, Idaho. Because it is the birthday destination, Corey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still expensive as hell. Usually Las Vegas has really cheap flights because they really want people to come out to Las Vegas.
Yeah. That's why.
To spend money. Oh, my God.
What?
Yeah, no.
Still expensive?
Yeah. Well, no, I haven't got that part yet. I was just seeing if you fly back on a Sunday, it's expensive as hell. Let's see here. So
I've been on a plane twice.
$265.
So it was the same day.
$265 for a round trip to Vegas. Cheaper to go to Florida, but then you got to pay for your seats. So how much cheaper really is it? I've never seen that where you have to pay for your seat. I always sit at the back of a plane anyways because I hate flying.
Yes, I've only flown twice, and it was the same day.
Yeah.
It was like a connecting flight, basically.
Yeah.
And that was almost 10 years ago.
Where was you going to?
We're not going to discuss it.
So you drove back from wherever you went to?
Let's say I had to take a Greyhound back, but I didn't take the Greyhound because I had a surprise visit from my family, and they took me.
Oh, you were running away?
Yeah, I was running away. Maybe you can call it that.
How old were you?
20.
Oh, okay.
You can call it running away.
I pictured you as like a teenager, like 13.
No.
You're like you had the stick with the bag hanging out the back of it, like a train hopper. And you're like,
no,
yeah, I'm running away.
Look, I enlisted in a certain branch of the military, and things didn't work out the way it should have been planned. So I flew there, but I was separated, and they gave me a ticket for a Greyhound. And I was looking forward to using that ticket, but my parents decided to drive all the way down to pick me up instead of me taking that Greyhound. And I would have gotten home sooner. And I'm going to sound like an ungrateful little biatch, but I would have got home sooner had I taken the Greyhound, more than likely. But I didn't have a choice. I called them up. It's like tradition. Hey, I'm about to book this.
What state was it?
South Carolina.
Oh, that ain't too far.
Yeah.
So you had to wait there till they drove instead of just getting on a Greyhound?
Well, no, they were there.
Oh,
They were already there. They went overnight. I called them. I'm like, hey, I'm about to book. Just so you know, I'll let you know when I'm in Cleveland. When I'm at the Greyhound in Cleveland. They're like, we're actually outside. We'll see you in like an hour. Like,
oh my God.
Yeah.
So that's why I sound ungrateful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
we
whatever.
spent all this money and we flew out here and didn't sleep.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I got homesick at that point.
Yeah.
Who would have thought it'd be homesick from
They flew
Lorain,
out
Ohio?
there?
No, they drove.
Oh, they
They
drove.
drove.
Okay.
But because they went overnight, they wanted to stay. So we stayed at a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to get home. I was homesick.
I like, that's weird.
Yeah.
I like the version in my head much better than the actual story. Like if you just
me running away?
Yeah. Like being 13.
Oh,
like
with the stick and the
with
sack?
the little bundle on it.
Yeah.
And just having like toys in there and
I have
nothing else.
my Maxim, my Brittany Murphy Maxim, and
Yeah.
that's oddly specific. I know. My Brittany Murphy Maxim.
Would you still bang her today?
No.
Okay. You had to think about it. But
Yeah, I did
whatever.
have to think about it.
And
What else
there's
would
just, like,
what else
some
would I have
toys?
in that sack?
Some
My wrestling
mans.
mans. I'd have my Sting wrestling mans.
Yeah.
My bottle of Jergens.
Oh, for the magazine.
Yeah.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Some tissue.
Yeah. Maybe probably not 11. Being 13.
Yeah.
I probably have my PlayStation or something.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I won't have a TV to plug it into. But wherever I end up, maybe.
Whatever family picks you up and adopts you.
Yeah.
They may have a TV.
Hell yeah. So.
That was a PlayStation 2 at that point.
Yeah. But that wasn't my PlayStation 2.
Oh,
See,
whose was it?
It was the
sister's?
family's. So
Oh.
it was the family's PS2.
So they may have
all
came after you
shared.
just for the PS2.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh, you guys came here to tell me you're sorry." No, we
But
just
I
came
kind
for
of
the
inherited
PS2.
the regular PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
Once we got the PS2, it was like, oh, you can put the PlayStation in your room since the PS2 plays PS1 games.
Right.
So I had that.
Games did you have for the PS1?
SmackDown 2.
Oh yeah.
Tony Hawk's 2.
Oh yeah.
I had a Harry Potter game that I didn't really play all that much.
Yeah.
Some Need for Speed, Gran Turismo.
I remember on the Super Nintendo playing the Power Rangers game.
Wait. Which one? The fighting one or like the beat 'em up where you're like where you
I think it was a beat 'em up one.
Yeah, so it was like I don't know what they call it, like a platformer where you just do.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not like because they actually had like a fighting game, but I think that might have been a Genesis game.
What else? Aladdin.
That was so hard.
Super
The
Nintendo.
Lion King was pretty hard.
Aladdin. Oh yeah, Lion King was hard. Aladdin got hard once you got to certain levels. I had some kind of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game.
Yeah, I think everybody did.
Yeah, and then Mario.
I had a TMNT fighting game for the Sega Genesis.
I had one for my Game Boy.
And TMNT, yeah, and it was really bad, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was really bad. I could never get past it, anyways. I was good at Sonic when we got the Sega. What other games did I have for the Super Nintendo? I had some wrestling game.
You had to have had Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I think that's what. No, that was Sega. That was Sega that came out for.
I had Royal Rumble for. I think it was both platforms.
Maybe
Royal Rumble
had Duck Hunter.
But that was for the regular Nintendo.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We had like every.
We had Mario.
system.
We my dad was kind of a video game, and I think I mentioned this before.
My brother was.
Once we got to like the more 3D N64 stuff, he's like, except for GoldenEye, he liked GoldenEye.
GoldenEye was good.
But that was
N64 was good.
Yeah.
No Mercy, best wrestling game ever.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
That
It's
game
Revenge. Revenge isn't as good, but that's a close second.
That's like when it started.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when the THQ was like, we got something here. Revenge was good. I liked it for the roster.
Yeah.
Even if the graphics ain't good on a game, if the roster's good, I'm happy. And it had a good WCW. That's like the game Backstage Assault for PlayStation. Horrible game. But had an amazing roster.
I never owned it.
I did.
It was god awful.
It was god awful.
It was like the Mayhem engine, but like they took that game.
Yeah, and then everything was backstage.
Yeah, everything was backstage. You didn't have a wrestling game without a ring.
Right.
This is a good idea. There was supposed to be a WCW game for the PS2.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be like Mayhem 2. And
it never happened. Backstage Assault was widely panned by critics and gamers alike. Many felt that a wrestling game without a wrestling ring was too gimmicky.
Very gimmicky.
Yeah. Mayhem. I liked Mayhem.
Yeah, I did.
Because of the roster.
I had it for N64, though, which was like the N64 always got watered down versions of games because it was cartridge based and not. Yeah. We always get so nerdy, like towards the end of the show.
Oh, yeah, every time. So here's the roster from Backstage Assault, which was a great game. I loved it just because of the roster. It is a horrible game, but the roster was. They would have had this roster in a regular game. It would have been a great game. Asia, who was WWE's version of China. Bam Bam Bigelow, Big Vito, Goldberg, Booker T, Corporal Cajun, David Flair, Diamond Dallas Page, Disco Inferno, Doug Dillinger, head of security for WCW.
Related to Ty Dillinger?
No.
No.
Hulk Hogan, Jeff Jarrett, Jimmy Hart, Kevin Nash, Conan, Major Guns, Mona, who ended up becoming Molly Holly, Ric Flair, Scott Steiner, Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker, who trained Goldberg, Sergeant AWOL, Sid Vicious, Stevie Ray, Sting, Tori Wilson. And those were just the ones that came with the game. Then you had unlockable wrestlers.
Peoples, yeah.
Billy Kidman, Brian Adams, Brian Clark, Bret Hart, Buff Bagwell, Chris Candido, Canyon, Daphne, Crowbar, Ron and Don Harris, Eric Bischoff, Avon Courageous, Hugh Morris, Johnny Stamboli, Kimberly, Lance Storm, La Parka, Lex Luger.
That's ridiculous.
Lieutenant Loco, Medusa, Mike Awesome, Miss Elizabeth, Miss Hancock, Norman Smiley.
Miss Hancock, a.k.a. Stacy Keebler?
Yes.
I had a
Rey
huge
Mysterio
crush on her.
Jr., Scott Hall, Shane Douglas, Shane Helms, Shannon Moore, Tank Abbott, Vampiro, and Vince Russo.
Basically, more people unlocked than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but just a killer roster. Had like everyone. That's like the biggest roster of the time, I think. Because most games at that time, they didn't have a huge roster. Then they had WCW Mayhem, which I liked, which it also had a great roster. Alex Wright, Billy Kidman, Bobby Duncombe, Booker T, Bret Hart, Buff Bagwell, Chavo, Benoit, Canyon, Kurt Hennig, just a bunch of great ones. And it has some, and I liked it because it had the cheat codes you could do.
I don't remember the cheat code. Remember you're talking about the pay-per-view codes?
Yeah, pay-per-view codes.
Yeah.
Which got
I
you
remember
like
that, but
big
I never-
heads and stuff like that, which I never liked. I liked realistic wrestling games. That's why I never bought like the new game out. Yeah, stuff like that I never bought.
You know what? I didn't know that some of those Day of Reckoning, like the GameCube games, are heavily based on those AKI engines, the old No Mercy engines. I didn't know that. And I kind of want to go get a
I didn't know
GameCube
that
just
either.
for that.
I did not know that either. Tell you a really good game. Like the graphics and stuff aren't good, but Fire Pro Wrestling, which is only available for PlayStation, their games are awesome because they pretty much have everybody. But
Aren't they like generic versions of people?
yeah. Like you have to go in and customize and change the name, and I don't know what you're pointing to.
I'm not. I'm just hanging out. I'm not pointing to anything.
I thought you were pointing to something.
No, I was wondering what the hell you were looking at.
I'm like, what are you pointing
You're
at?
staring at my dookie stains on my pants.
Dollar Strip Club.
Yeah.
If you are, go on TikTok and follow Corey and look at his latest video to see what happened to him today.
Since I don't post very often, but if I get a good response from this, maybe I will start posting more
You
TikTokies.
should probably tell him what your TikTok is.
It's like Corey A. Hennessy, but there's a period in there somewhere. I think it's Corey A. Corey A. Hennessy. I'm pretty sure.
Mine is at No Bumps.
No bumps.
No bumps.
After you shave, no bumps.
No. In the rain, I never took bumps.
Oh.
No bumps.
Or when you're out there talking about your genitalia. You're
Cocaine.
like,
No bumps.
I'm clean. I don't have any bumps
That's
down
true,
there.
too.
No steeds. No STDs.
So the first WCW video game was released in 1990.
On Super Nintendo, right?
It was on
Super Brawl or something?
Nintendo Entertainment System. It was just called WCW Wrestling.
Oh.
Each wrestler had 8 selectable moves, 2 Irish whip moves, and a finisher. It had, let's see. Nature Boy Ric Flair. His specialty was the jumping neck breaker drop.
Yeah, because that's what he does.
Yeah. Lex Luger, who had the neck ringer. Mike Rotundo with the double arm suplex.
That's IRS, right?
Yes. Kevin Sullivan with the brain buster.
Okay.
Sting with the scorpion deathlock.
Okay.
You got that one right. Rick Steiner with the belly to belly suplex. Ricky Steamboat with the flying body press. Road Warrior Hulk with the lariat. Road Warrior Animal with the power slam. Dr. Death with the Oklahoma Stampede. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert with an elbow drop. And Michael P.S. Hayes, dude, with the DDT. And then you got a character called the WCW Master who just had jumping hit
He was
drop.
the master, huh?
Yeah, I guess. So pretty much it's a 1989 Japanese game called Superstar Pro Wrestling that they just use the same thing, turn it into a WCW game. But the original Japanese game had Vader, Abdullah the Butcher, Giant Baba, and Antonio Inoki. Lex Luger is based off Antonio Inoki. Ric Flair is based off Giant Baba. So I guess that's why he has the jumping neckbreaker drop. Eddie Gilbert is based on Abdullah the Butcher.
Makes sense.
But the Japanese version also had the Road Warriors in it. So that's pretty cool. And WCW Master is based on Andre the Giant, who appears as the boss of Superstar Pro Wrestling. Huh. That's cool. Paul Heyman does the voice at the very beginning that says World Championship Wrestling.
I'm sure it sounds terrible. And
it's a digitized voice sample.
Yeah.
After the Road Warriors left, they were replaced on the box by Sting.
Oh.
Huh.
Sting.
Ironically, and here he is.
Yeah.
30 years later.
The next game was in 1994.
Yeah, that had
Game Boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was called the
There
Main
was a Super
Event.
Nintendo game.
It included Rick Rude, Ron Simmons, Steve Austin, Sting, Dustin Rhodes, Johnny B. Bad, Big Van Vader, and the Steiner Brothers. And then in 94, they also had a game for Super Nintendo called Super Brawl.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Super Brawl. And it had
Barry Windham, Brian Pillman.
It had
Ron Simmons, Dustin Rhodes, Johnny B. Bad, Ric Flair, Rick Rude, Rick Steiner, Rick Steamboat.
And it was a pretty bad game.
A lot of Ricks. Scott Steiner, Sting, and Vader. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Oh, well. GamePro gave it a 3.5 out of 5.
I miss GamePro.
Yeah.
I miss getting GamePros.
Well, back then, I mean, I guess it was a good game for back then.
Yeah.
Then they forayed into a deal with THQ and released a game in 97 called WCW vs. the World.
I remember that.
For PlayStation.
And that was probably the only AKI engine game that they got on PlayStation.
And yeah.
And then they got a...
Oh, no. They got a...
I don't think any other games use that engine. Ish.
Oh, yeah.
It was a little modified, I believe, for the PlayStation, but...
It had less actual WCW guys than it did fictional characters.
Yeah.
And then but it was like real characters just given
different names.
Yeah, different names. It was like Japanese guys just given different names.
Copyright issues.
Yeah. Let's see. They had Mil Masker. Terry Funk was Major Tom in the game.
Yeah.
Major Tom.
Yeah,
This is
weird
right
stuff.
around
Weird
to
stuff.
Major Tom. Taka Michinoku was in the game as a black belt. Mr. Fuji actually sued them over this game.
Really?
They had a character called Master Fuji or something like that, and he sued them over the likeness. So, yeah. Then they had Nitro come out for PlayStation, which was THQ again. And 97.
Yeah, but it was terrible.
Oh, yeah, it was bad.
All of those Thunder, all those PlayStation games.
WCW vs. NWO World Tour, which
on
was from
N64.
N64, wasn't bad.
I had that game.
Wasn't too bad.
That was the AKI engine.
Yeah.
That was pretty sweet. And then you had Revenge.
Yep. After that, after that was Thunder.
Yeah.
For the PlayStation, which was really weird how they had the little promos they'd cut up in the screen corner.
Yeah. It was entertaining. You just
big roster though.
Yeah, you had more fun.
They had I remember you put a cheat code and they had a YMCA arena where if you weren't moving, the characters would be doing the YMCA until you moved them again.
Oh
yeah, that was good times. I used to do that all the time. After that is when you got Revenge, which was 98, put out by THQ.
Yeah, Revenge was. I remember renting that. Now
they actually had a decent little roster.
We went to Drug Mart. Discount Drug Mart saves you to run around. We went to Drug Mart. Me and my cousin. and he rented that. But my mom rented it, but he rented that, and I rented something stupid, and I only wanted to play his game.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't even play the game I got.
They had Aki Man and THQ Man. Remember that?
Yeah. Or what? You know what? I have my memory totally wrong. He rented some Mortal Kombat game,
and you rented,
and I rented Revenge.
Okay.
And he wanted, and I was like, "No, we can't play your stupid Mortal Kombat game.
I'm playing Revenge.
I'm playing Revenge."
Yeah.
Man,
they had such a great roster in the 90s.
Was the heyday?
Yeah, it was. This is back when the Wolf Pack was a thing.
Woo!
And Raven's Flock.
Do, 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 do.
And then
we're just talking about
you had Mayhem.
Yeah, soundtracks like there were rip-offs of like real songs. A lot of the people's entrance music, like DDP was like,
oh yeah,
Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah. Well, the thing was Turner
and then
Music,
Raven was like Come As You Are.
Yeah, well, Turner Music owned a lot of the right, like because Turner owned a production company too, or like a music label or something. So they actually had rights to a lot of songs that they used. But it's also like Turner owned a bunch of movies, and that's why they had like Kevin Nash's Oz, because Turner actually owned the rights to the Wizard of Oz movie, and he tried to do some kind of cross promotion. Mayhem was actually one of the first games to have audio commentary. Bobby Heenan and Tony Schiavone.
I remember.
Yeah,
I had it for Nintendo. I didn't have a PlayStation at that point.
Well, in the N64 version, only Tony Schiavone was on commentary, which was actually kind of weird because he'd still be addressing Heenan, even though he was the only one doing commentary on those games.
I don't remember that. I have to go back and not play that because it was.
It's cool because like they used to give away codes on Nitro every week, and if you enter them, you actually got real life pay-per-view matchup lines, which is kind of cool. And then Surge machines were hidden throughout the game because Surge was a big sponsor of WCW at that point.
I miss Surge. They came back out, and I haven't seen them in a very long time.
Yeah, I see them occasionally. And actually, the game was also originally going to be the first one with a story-based, like pretty much like a career mode.
Do you remember that Game Boy? It was a Game Boy Color maybe game where it was like WWF Betrayal.
Oh yeah,
you had to like fight for Stephanie.
I think that was a GameCube game.
I know there
maybe I don't know. You had to like it was like
and then the Crush Hour.
You were Stone Cold and you had
Stone Cold or The Rock or something.
Yeah, and you had to go through and try to save. Yeah.
And they had Crush Hour.
Yeah.
For when you go into later generations,
which was their attempt to be in what was the game?
Twisted Metal, kind of.
Yeah, wasn't there another game that was like that, kind of like Twisted Metal?
I'm sure there was.
Oh, there was. What was it called?
Twisted Metal was
something. I don't know. Maybe I am thinking of Twisted Metal.
But yeah, I never played those games.
I don't know why Mean Gene Okerlund was a playable, unlockable wrestler in so many games.
Because people always wanted to be Mean Gene, bro.
I guess so. Game Boy Color also put out a version of Mayhem.
I couldn't
with
imagine.
Less people.
Could not imagine how terrible that was.
I'm sure it's bad. Sure is bad. Let's see what Twisted Metal is what I'm thinking of.
Had like that Jack in the Box.
Did it have the clown car?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is the game I'm thinking about then. Twisted Metal. Okay, that is.
They had two. I'm pretty sure they had two Crush Hours.
And I think they only had one.
Why am I thinking there was a Crush Hour 2?
Maybe there was.
I feel like there was two.
Maybe. Why would there be two? Why would they even make one?
I don't know. But I always wanted to see.
I was like, well, at least they eventually got away from all that, but nope.
I always wanted the game for the system I never had. Like when they came back with WWF Raw on the Xbox, I was like, I want an Xbox just for that game. And it wasn't that good anyway.
So let's see here. The game you see doesn't say anything about a 2.
Why do I feel like there was a 2? I don't know.
I think they were going to make a 2, but it never came about.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's see the WWF games. 1987 with Myco League Wrestling was the first game, which was a WWF game. But let's see if they ever made a.
You better listen here. We're gonna fight to the death.
No, they never made a Crush Hour 2.
Maybe they made a game similar to that, or it might have been a mobile game.
Yeah, they had Mobile Madness Hardcore, and Mobile Madness Cage.
They might have done something stupid.
Aftershock, which I've never heard of that. It was on Engage.
Oh yeah, Nokia Engage. So that was a cell phone that they were pushing, and it was like a portable game system, but it was like also a cell phone they were pushing before from Sidekick times. I want to say early 2000s. They had a bunch of games that kind of sucked.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing what Betrayal is. I've never heard of that on Game Boy Color.
Well, you have heard of it. You were just talking about it.
Well, no, I was thinking of it was called Road to WrestleMania. Maybe maybe I was thinking of Betrayal then, or maybe I was thinking of No, I remember playing that WWF with Authority game. But we're talking about movies. Do you hear what HBO Max is doing in 2021?
I didn't.
Every Warner Brothers movie released in 2021 is going to HBO Max at the same time it gets released in theaters.
Every WB movie?
Every WB movie.
That might be, well, I'll probably, that might be worth it then, actually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely be worth it at that point.
Wish Universal would strike up something because, the movie I've been these movies that we're speaking of.
I'm trying to find the list.
I want to
saw
know
the list earlier.
I want to know if there's anything that's coming out at some point because it might not even go to theaters until.
Yeah,
I can't see movie theaters doing any good until next year.
See.
I mean, obviously next year, but late next year.
Let me see I'm trying to find where the list of movies is.
Unless you get a free vaccine with every ticket purchase. Yeah. That would be sweet, right? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that vaccine, but we're
so movies: Godzilla vs. Kong, The Suicide Squad, Matrix 4.
Okay.
The Little Things, Judas and the Black Messiah, Tom and Jerry.
Okay, I do want to see that for nostalgic reasons.
Mortal Kombat.
I heard it was supposed to be really cool. It's supposed to be like a rated R, pretty gruesome Mortal Kombat. I don't know.
Those Who Wish Me Dead.
Not
The
familiar.
Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It.
I do want to see that.
Lin-Manuel Miranda's In the Heights.
Not familiar.
He's the guy that he was on. He was the one that wrote and made Hamilton.
Okay.
One of my favorites. Space Jam: A New Legacy.
Okay, I definitely,
I'm definitely
do want to see Space Jam.
Reminiscence, Malignant, Will Smith's King Richard, and Cry Macho.
Not familiar, but Will Smith's in it, so it's probably going to be pretty decent.
Well, yeah, just like that last movie he did with his
Aladdin.
No,
or with his son.
No,
Gemini Man.
Yeah, Gemini Man. Because that was a barn burner.
Yeah, but you know what was cool about that is it was one of the, I can't say one of the first movies, but it's a 60. It was very fluid. It was a 60. Usually movies are shot, or maybe not shot, but they're displayed in 24 frames. And this was a 60 frame, so it was supposed to be kind of state of the art, not necessarily state of the art, but it was supposed to be something different.
Yeah,
and
it was different, all right.
Yeah, it bombed. And what else? We got anything else?
No, that's the list.
That was the list.
But I mean, can you imagine? I mean, this may be a new standard.
I hope so.
For movie companies that realize, hey, I can make more money if I just pass the box. If I just avoid the box office.
Yeah.
Because I believe WB owns HBO, so I mean they're still getting that money.
That's the thing. Excuse me. I've talked about this many times before. I have a decent setup for movies.
Yeah.
Would I like a larger screen? I really want to get a projector, but that's neither here nor there. But I mean, I can have a better experience at the house than going to a theater and potentially being infected with flu.
Yeah.
COVID, anything. Running into an X, probably not. But all these things that could happen, and like I could just stay home in the comfort of my own couch and have as many people. No, mind you, well, HBO Max is a subscription, so. My question is that are they going to do like Disney Plus did? And Disney Plus is like, okay, cool, you can watch this movie at home if you have Disney Plus.
It's going to be released free on the app.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's not going to be a rental.
Every 2021 Warner Brothers film will stream on HBO Max for free. They also have a movie coming out called Elvis, Sherlock Holmes 3.
Elvis sounds all right.
I mean, if it's
like a
not paying
biopic.
anything extra for it, right? It's there.
Yeah.
My husband's gonna be excited about that because he wants to see In the Heights when it comes out. He loves the Conjuring movies,
And they're gonna, you know, how many people they're gonna offer free trials, and they might stop doing a lot of those free trials.
I doubt it. Because what they do, see, the thing with the free trials is they
People
hope
forget.
you forget to cancel,
Or you really enjoy the service.
or you really enjoy the
I
service.
mean, that's really.
But they mostly hope you forget to cancel. Yeah. So it's a good move by WB. I mean, Universal has NBC. They own NBC. Peacock. They can release all their movies on Peacock.
Like I said, the one thing, there's quite a few movies I'm looking forward to coming out this next year.
Right.
Now, there's too many to count, but obviously Halloween being the
That's
largest.
a Universal movie, or is it?
Yeah, Universal.
Weren't they doing another Freddy movie, like Freddy vs. Leprechaun or something like that? Or,
I don't
did
think
I
so.
hear something like that?
Listen, there's always rumors. But I really want to see Robert Englund, if he could come out. There's, like I said,
he's got to be old.
He is. The advancement in technology, like they could have somebody, they could motion track or whatever, have his body, have a stunt double, have something. All right, clean his face up, make him look. They're already. It's not even like he's playing a villain as himself.
Right.
He's going to be heavily make-upped, heavily. It is 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man, one more movie.
Movie.
It's more about whether he wants to do it or not, and it's also a rights issue.
Yeah.
Because after a while, rights dies. Like Wes Craven passed away.
Oh yeah.
And the rights are back in like his estate, and so that's where it gets tricky. That's the issue with a lot of. That's why there's no Friday the 13th movies, no new ones, because of the rights issues. Because after so long, the original.
Did you ever see the short film No More Mr. Nice Guy on YouTube?
I don't think so.
It depicts the trials and everything of Freddy Krueger.
See,
that's
really
good.
another movie that they were talking about wanting to do, and there's a lot of rumors in horror. They wanted to do like a prequel kind of a thing, of like going through Freddy's trials as a chemo, or it's depending on what movie you watch. The first few don't really call him a child molester, but I think it's in the later movies. In the later movies, it's heavily implied.
Oh yeah.
And I want to say in 2010 they come out and say it. The 2010.
Oh yeah, they do. They're
like, yeah, he's a child molester.
So
that's why we killed him. Molest and kills.
He's 73. Robert Englund, 73. He was in a documentary.
Prince of Darkness, not Prince.
2017 Nightmares in the Makeup Chair.
Oh,
where he played himself.
Yeah.
He has a movie coming out in 2021. Abruptio. It's an American puppet animated horror film. Written, edited, and directed by Evan Marlowe.
I'm not familiar with that name.
I don't either. Has James Marsters, Christopher McDonald, Hannah Mae Lee, Robert Englund. He's going to be on Stranger Things. He's going to have a recurring role on Stranger Things in the next season, I guess.
Robert Englund did a Phantom of the Opera, and I'm trying to find it. I don't know what year it was. It wasn't like the one with Emma Stone or not Emma Stone, whatever, the chick from Shameless.
He voiced the Scarecrow in Injustice 2. And he was in Mortal Kombat as Freddy Krueger. He did the voice for that.
Did he?
Yeah.
Because that wasn't
him.
That Mortal Kombat not X. It was Mortal Kombat 9 that he was in, and that wasn't his face. Like that was more based on the 2010 version, and it was a different actor.
Mm-hmm.
So,
let's see what else here. Your post was only okay. Yeah, post was denied. He was on the Goldbergs.
Yeah, he did a little thing on the Goldbergs.
He's going to be on Stranger Things. He has his own show on Travel Channel called True Terror with Robert Englund.
Did not know that.
Oh, he was in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the TV show.
Oh.
He was on Hell's Kitchen, Lake Placid vs. Anaconda. That was a movie? It was a TV film, Lake Placid vs. Anaconda. I never knew that.
Oh.
Let's see here. You said he did a version of what? Of when was this when he did this? Mask of the Phantom? You said he was in
Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, he was in a Phantom of the Opera, and I think he was the Phantom.
Obviously,
but I don't recall what, because there's been several. There's like the originals from the 40s, and then they did that newer one in like 04.
Yeah,
and now there's been a couple different ones.
We're running out of time.
Yeah, we're running out of time here.
All right, we got to get out of here. We will see you tomorrow for more of your long ride home. Remember, if you see that picture of Jesus on Facebook, share it or you will go to hell. Say goodbye, Corey.
Bye-bye.
So no matter where you meet a stranger, be careful if they are too friendly. One never knows when the homosexual is about.